Welcome to another episode of Queendom Conversations, the show where we empower and inspire women to be resilient in the face of life's challenges. I'm your host, Demira, and today I have an incredible conversation lined up for you. It's about the power of taking a step back from negative situations and toxic people to move forward in life. So let's dive right in, ladies. Now, often we hear the phrase, sometimes taking a step back is the best way to move forward. But what does this really mean in the context of dealing with negative situations and toxic people? Now, to me, it means recognizing that our well-being and personal growth should always be a priority. Sometimes we find ourselves in situations or with people who drain our energy, and taking a step back is about preserving our mental and emotional health. It's about reclaiming our power and acknowledging that we have the right to create a life that aligns with our values and brings us joy. Stepping back is an act of self-love and self-respect. But here's the thing. When someone, especially a woman, decides to step back from a negative situation or toxic relationship, we often face resistance and judgment from others. It's important to remember that our decisions about our lives are ours to make. We don't owe anyone any explanation for choosing what's best for us. It's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of self-awareness. At the end of the day, we don't need anyone's approval. Our self-care is not selfish, it is required. Now, people are something else. As long as you are going along with the program, no matter what type of situation they keep you in, they good. But when they see that they no longer have your attention, they have negative comments about the way you're moving. Mostly lies. They the victim. They don't know why you acting the way you acting. And it's like, you mean to tell me that because I'm stepping back away from situations that no longer serve me, and I have decided to choose my happiness over conflict with you and everybody associated with you, that I'm being selfish? So then you get a little deeper, right? And it's like, nothing about you serves a purpose in my life at this point. Exclamation marks. I need you to make your words make sense, because right now they're not. As a matter of fact, nothing about you makes sense. That's why my distance has increased, right? I'm done with you playing the victim. I'm done with foolishness, with dramas, with lies, with negativity, with guilt, with anger, with disappointment, with fear, with blame. I'm done with the regret. Listen, ladies, don't get me started, because I know y'all thinking, right? Do you make people mad, Demira? And it's like, I stand on my truth. Now, if they get mad about facts, then I don't have any control over that. But it's one thing about me. I'm grounded and I know who I am. I know what I deserve and I know what I will not tolerate. I set the tone for what I allow. I'm going to say that one more time, because this goes for all of us, right? We set the tone for what we allow. People can question if they like, they're going to get the same answer every time. It's like, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are, Demira? I'm a queen and I'm in the queen squad. And what we don't do is toxic, because we too busy living our best life, and that won't be interrupted. As queens, we just know that sometimes you have to let people go back to the environments that they are used to, okay? So we just step away with grace. And that's a whole nother conversation. But that's why it's so important to choose your circles wisely, because when you surround yourselves with people who respect your choices and they have a growth mindset, they will become sources of empowerment for you. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap this up, but I'm all about affirming over every situation, okay? My words have power and I will always move accordingly. I will speak life. Okay. And in every podcast that I do, I am going to say affirmations, because you can listen to this in the car. You can listen to this when you're at work. You can listen to this when you're working out. Like, you can listen to this when you're getting groceries. It's so important to speak life, to speak positive things over your life, over your situations, over your pain, over your hurt, over your fear. Like, it's so important that when you have these negative thoughts, that you turn it around with something positive, because the mind is very powerful. Your thoughts are very powerful. And if you are not intentional about the things that you think about, and the things that you overthink, and the things that you keep replaying back in your head, you will get stuck in a cycle of just going nowhere. It's just an endless cycle of nothing. It's an endless cycle of pain and hurt and disappointment and depression, and just not having the willpower to want to follow your dreams or walk in your purpose. And just sometimes we don't believe in God. Sometimes we just feel like our lives are cursed. It's so important, ladies, to speak life over every situation. I don't care what it looked like. If it's finance, if it's money, if it's children, if it's health, it does not matter what it looks like. That's why affirmations are important. Vision boards are important. Having things visible in front of you, your goals, writing things down in your journal, all of these things are important, and they will guide you, and they will shape you, and they will help you grow. And it will just give you a different perspective on things when you can actually see what you're working towards. It's one thing that I always speak about, and I'm very intentional about it, and it is how powerful we are as women. There are so many of us who feel like we don't have any power, we don't have any strength, and that we are weak. And that is not true, ladies. Everything about us is powerful. Our voice is powerful. Our minds, our thoughts, the way we move, like everything about us is powerful. We are powerful. So repeat after me, ladies. My well-being is not negotiable anymore. I have the right to set boundaries and to prioritize self-care without feeling guilty. I have realized that my journey is unique, and I have sacrificed long enough, and I am going to start doing what is best for me. I'm going to hold my head up high, because I know that self-love is not selfishness. I know my worth, and I deserve to be happy. You know, life is ever evolving, and what served us in the past just might not serve us now. Taking time to reassess allows us to align our actions with our current goals and desires. It's our chance to shed what no longer serves us and embrace what propels us to move forward. Our decisions should be rooted in our own values, desires, and well-being, not the expectations of others. And sometimes, just sometimes, the best response is just to simply continue on your path. Ladies, trust yourself and your instincts. Know that you are worthy of self-care and self-love. Your journey is unique, and it is okay to take a step back when it's needed, ladies. Now, again, I am Demira. This is Queendom Conversations podcast. My website is queendom.com, KWEENDUHM.com. I have some good things there. I really have a passion to remind women that we are worthy of living an amazing life, and we deserve to be happy, and we do not have to settle, and our daughters can watch us flourish, and we can be motivation for our daughters, for our nieces, for the ladies that we mentor, because they are watching us and they see everything and they pay attention, and it's important that we lead by example. I have affirmations that you can actually print out on the Queendom website. I always post things to inspire and encourage us on a daily basis. We also have a playlist of music that we listen to. I think we have to be intentional about the things that we fill our spirit with, and that is really important. And so, Queendom by Damira on Facebook. Go ahead and go like my page, and I really appreciate you listening to this.